By unlocking this knowledge, it allows us to heighten our spiritual potency. I invite you to do so now. Set free the secrets within and lift yourselves higher. Within you all are the planet's thoughts and memories. By unlocking this knowledge, it allows us to heighten our spiritual potency. I invite you to do so now. Set free the secrets within and lift yourselves higher. Within you all are the planet's thoughts and memories. By unlocking this knowledge, it allows us to heighten our spiritual potency. I invite you to do so now. Set free the secrets within and lift yourselves higher.
Questo è di quello. Sì, lezione del Java.
Not so fast. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables. Not so fast. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables.
Cercando di capire quanto è grande la mappa. Vabbè, c'è là sotto, là giù, non lo so, voi parlato prima del tempo, però parrebbe il contenuto della foresta di Gongaga. E questo non è esplorabile, vedi? Qua sotto? No, di qua sì però. Là è esplorabile, quindi sta quel lato di qua e sta lato di qua, su due zone. Per capire quanto grandi. Vedi? Vabbè, no, quello è il ponte della città, non è vero. Ma solo la parte davanti. Non so cosa sviluppa. Come ci sta il vecchio pazzo. Ma ricordo.
Only those who have the key, as well as fellow Bugenhagen's permission, are allowed inside.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small, with whom we share our home. It is that which comes from beyond the confines of this world, that which disrupts the natural order, the other which may attempt to claim and consume the planet. And so I bid you, her children, to join hands and come together.
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Mamaki. My name is Bugenhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. And one could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Io mi abituo al fatto che questa è la sua vera
It
voce.
might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16
Qui
years
faceva
old.
finta di avere sta voce profonda, mi
That's more
spezza.
than old enough. I can protect our veil and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Namaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
Che bello il tema di Cosmo Canyon fatto a pianoforte.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around.
Quello per PlayStation 1 era il nomino volante. Buono, hanno fatto carino. No, vabbè, quel violoncello. Bellissimo. Che bello. Mazza che ambiente, oh. Bellissimo. Aspetta, qua dopo uno screen, no? Che bello.
Anarchy never had much exposure to the outside world. I can only hope his travels with you have served to enlighten him.
Veramente bellissimo.
I never thought you could become even more.
While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories.
Cross my heart.
That's a scale model of our planet and the surrounding stars. One could say the dust it's collected represents the people who live upon it. Whoa! Those devices are testing the pull of gravity.
Però dove solo danni fai?
That records fluctuations in various energies. I must ask that you handle it with care. It's a rather delicate device, you see.
Quindi non fa per te. E manco pa' la pupa. Sarà la pazza, terremoto. Quanto vale? Pupa, ma che ti dico?
Oh! They are essential to my studies of the planet.
We've all been worried sick about Nanaki, fellow Bugenhagen chiefly among us.
Sì, che bello sta su quest'amaca.
That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now.
No, che reagisce perché Cloud è pieno di mago.
Do you recognize that little scamp? I'll have you know that in his childhood, not that right there is a type of a current generator. It harnesses the power of the wind to produce new air flow.
Quelli là per volare con il gobbo.
Perhaps you've encountered them before during your travels.
Mi fa morire che se muove con sto suono come i vecchietti su le cose elettriche.
The lights we observe here
have traveled to us from the far reaches of time and space to gaze at the stars.
Nothing is as beautifully complex as the fog.
Poi levati.
You won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches of time and space.
That again, huh?
Non si può andare?
That's...
The planet crying out. A sorrow. This tubing allows us on the surface.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. Because we saw them, too. In the Corral and Gungaga...
However, such grand delusion. Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the three of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me.
Mi raccomando, alle 5 Giovanni.
Va bene.
A Roma. Andiamo a Roma.
Ah, ok, va bene. Ci sentiamo dopo allora. Sì, no, la visita me la ricordavo. Sì. Morgan.
I present to you our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado...
Ma sta parte è figa. C'era pure l'originale, vabbè, però era con la grafica antica. La volta è veramente bella, ma... Mamma mia, brividi.
Wow.
This is only the beginning.
A shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted,
Il messaggio ambientalista proprio e spirituale pure beh.
of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so.
È terribile. Praticamente se ci pensi, cioè, gli esseri umani, tutti gli esseri viventi, le piante, cioè, ma pure gli uomini, gli animali, quando muoiono ritornano nel flusso vitale e la Mako non è altro che comunque flusso vitale, l'energia del pianeta, perché c'è sta spirito tutta il pianeta, cioè l'energia che stanno consumando non solo uccide il pianeta, ma stanno consumando tipo anime, cioè capito che sottratte nel flusso perché è fatto di anime di esseri viventi, è terribile. Questa metafora è terribile.
It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
Questo è un organo, mi sento male.
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy.
Yes.
There any way to avoid, like, making...
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to... We've entered an era in which humanity enters both the planet and so too must sign. And yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps I'm... Was my explanation of planetology not to your liking?
Vado, te incazzare però. Te abbia bucherà. A bucherà che...
We've all been worried sick about Nalki. Fellow Bugenhagen chiefly among us.
Thanks so much for taking such... Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
Buono, grazie a Bubenà. A Bubenà, va fanculo, va. Oh. Oddio, un cucciolo di red. No, vabbè, mi sento male. Io potrei morire. Probabilmente è sullo stesso magazzino, sì, dell'altro piano. Tutto claro. C'è un'arma. C'è un'arma, ragazzi. Viola. Vabbè, vaffanculo, per cazzitte che non uso. Vedete una bella spadona. Tacci tu a buchenare. A bubacare. A Bugenheimen. Dove fai questo nome? Cucù! Ti ho rubato tutto.
Right this way.
Prego, ora cassore da mortacci tua. Pure con te, mamma da. A sto tramonto.
your faith in
This village is lame. And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own.
This wonderful planet is always watching over us, ever keeping Tell me,
I heard from fellow Bugenhagen. But follow me if you would.
or to focus on deepening our own understanding, which would you say is a more worthy pursuit?
To the practice of mindful breathing. Look at this! They're holding some festival today called the River of Lights.
Purtroppo sì.
It could be worth checking out. I ask you this. Inward, before we are even born.
So many seminars. Where do I even start?
A seminar is in progress. Please be respectful.
Blessings of the planet, fellow Bugenhagen sent word that you might...
Please continue on into the assembly.
My old man, he used to say it was a waste, me spending all my time indoors. According to him,
What about you, miss? You must have a story to share. Please.
Me? Okay. Where to begin? I fell into the life stream. I don't have words to describe it, except beautiful, maybe? It was a lot to take in. Feelings of kindness washed over me. Long-forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict. A war between the planet and its enemies. And we can't let them win. We need the planet, and it needs us. We have to rise up, fight back, defend it from this terrible threat. Thing is, I don't know how to do any of that. And I hoped you might have the answer. I'm not criticizing planetology or anything, and I'm not trying to scare anybody either. I just... You know... Never mind. This is all coming out wrong.
Please, do not be discouraged. Should you ever wish to try again, we would be more than happy to listen. What matters is that you keep challenging your beliefs. Stop doing that, and the answers will forever elude you. On that note, I think we should adjourn for the evening. The River of Lights is almost upon us, so let us head to the torch.
I'll see you at the festival.
Perché sei in quella roba? Io non capisco.
Once a year, we gather this. I heartily encourage you to join us.
The River of Lights. This night comes but once a... I've no doubt you'll feel her grace.
There is no seminar being held.
I think meditation has really helped me attune to the voice of the planet.
Many travelers have...
All the time I've spent here?
C'è la pupa che mi scrive. Oh Gesù.
I ask you this, who among you has looked inward into the universe of the soul?
Tell me, is it better to spread the teachings of planetology to others? Or to focus on...
May planetology,
The bond between us and the
Wow, so many tourists. Must be quite the festival.
Did I sound as awkward as I felt?
You did good. Can't help it if they suck at listening. I got what you were saying.
I kinda wanted everyone to get it, though.
To hell with everyone.
Great advice. Thanks. I think I'm gonna stay out here a little longer.
Some carry a fire that rivals even this.
I had the pleasure. Said it was presumptuous of me to think a G decides her own fate, you see. So what? We sit here and theorize.
Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, I've learned something, all right. That these planetologists would rather study the world than live in it.
As such, the light with which she has blessed us is a gift that must one day be returned. To nurture your spirit is to nurture the spirit of the planet. And so, I implore you, brothers and sisters, do not neglect your studies, nor your prayers. Through your diligence, you will find true fulfillment.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor it...
Look at them. Just like us that day. Me? Never mind.
Don't give me that bullshit.
Cloud, if I may, allow me to add decorum, meaning polite behavior. You sometimes exhibit a severe lack of decorum.
When you die, you return. That has literally, once you die.
Pretty much.
Thank you. So if you get that, you get why I live every day like it's my last.
Hanno riconosciuta come dea suprema qua, l'antica, la discendente.
So, I'm an ancient. As in, a steward of the planet. One of those ancients. Or, to be more precise, the only ancient. For the most part, it's been a source of pain. I've been held against my will. I've been watched. I've been ignored. Even hated. And it's been that way ever since I was little. My blood's been nothing but a curse. If I ever started to forget, something would remind me of what I was and bring me crashing back down to Earth. It was always the same. Time after time. I'd be shown a glimmer of hope, only to have it snatched away. I was never gonna be normal. That much was clear. So my blood's been a curse. But it's also... been a blessing. It's brought some wonderful people into my life. Friends that I love. And for once, I think I'm okay. Happy even. And all that pain feels worth it. Even if I can't lead a normal life, there is one thing I can do. Return their kindness. And try to make the most of what I've been given.
Che bello.
There! It is time!
Whoa!
Pretty sappy, huh? Meant every word, though.
So, this is where you've been, Nanaki.
What's up?
There's something of great import I need to show you. And by that I mean all of you. Join me, would you? What did you all think of the River of Lights? For whatever reason, the ceremony has drawn a number of tourists to the Vale as of late. When I ask for their impressions, they often speak of how beautiful it was. Some claim they were even moved to tears. It's an overwhelmingly positive reception, I'm happy to say. To stir the human soul is no small feat, and it pleases me to know that the River of Lights possesses such power. Alas, my hopes to parlay their emotional response into a deeper intellectual curiosity, they have yet to be fulfilled. People are surrounded by cats, dogs, birds, and trees. They know that life is all around them, be it through the birth of a baby or the blooming of a flower. They bear constant witness to the blessed cycle of creation. Yet they've no interest in the welfare of our planet. Forgive me for sharing my idle thoughts. Keeping them to myself is quite a challenge in my old age.
I'm glad to know that Aerith has friends like you to keep her company.
Well then, shall we proceed?
But I thought this door was...
sealed so that none may enter. However, you've a I do? If you wish to prove yourself and be... I presume you are...
Yeah.
I will also require... Much danger awaits within.
Today's experience was surely the will of the planet.
Don't let him get you down.
I pray that the planet watches over and keeps us all.
For better or for worse, this world is a far cry from that illusion.
I'm glad to know that Aerith has friends like you.
C'è sto Barret e Scazzit che le cose del Red che mi preoccupano. Che stanno pure loro allo stesso livello di Fairit per l'appuntamento, dico, vabbè.